Welcome to my review of set 75379, the buildable R2-D2. Of course, let's start with the stunning box art. It's absolutely beautiful. We've got R2-D2 on Tatooine. We've got this really lovely light blue, sort of like grey Gravelin with the Tatooine moons on the back as well. Absolute stunning minifigure. And yes, this set is £90 and Lego know that it's overpriced. So what they did is went, hey, please buy this so you can get this exclusive Malak minifigure. And it's like huge on the side. He's like there. And just in case you miss him there, he's there as well for you to be able to see. Beautiful 25 years of Lego anniversary logo there. And of course you've got the nameplate, which is printed, and you haven't got that silly little dot on there like you did with some of the UCS sets. I'm talking about this little print mark here. You got your standard R2-D2 as well, and he has got back printing, which is good to know. This little display stand is really nice as well. Most of us are here for this exclusive Darth Malak. I'm so buzzing that this R2-D2 come with this beautiful exclusive Darth Malak. A really nice print piece here, and just like the other anniversary minifigures, it comes on the exact same display stand. And I'm so glad Lego decided to do that as well, because it matches up with all the other minifigures as well. So he's got his mask here, really nice mold, got printed waist cape here. He's got a very nice smallish, so obviously it's a lot different to the other waist capes that you normally get on the Sith. It's kind of like a lot thinner. So that's really nice as well. And then he's got back printing also, and some lovely face head printing as well. So this is what his head looks like underneath the helmet. Got a bit of back printing on the face as well. It's definitely a huge selling point for this set. I think without this set, you are looking at around the £50–60 ball mark on this set, I would say. Obviously it has got a lot of pieces. It's built really beautifully, but I think Lego priced this minifigure between £20 and £30 because you are paying a lot of money for a smaller sized R2-D2, but you are getting this beautiful exclusive Darth Malak minifigure. So with this R2-D2, there are a couple of play features and different functionalities that you get with it. Obviously you get the 360 rotating head, which really, like, it just does it really well. It spins really nicely. There's a couple of builds where you've got stuff at angles like this piece and his main eye as well. That's quite nice. You've got the pinky see-through stud here, and you can also swap it out with a green as well. Next up, we've got these little arms that flick out, and I've seen a lot of reviews where people like to have these pieces put on to make it so it's like kind of finished. But I actually think the best way to display this is just tuck the arms in like that. And I think that just shows off, you know, the characteristics of this R2-D2, the fact that you can just pull these out, shock someone, or if you want to load something up or fix something, then he normally uses this one. But yeah, it's nice to have it displayed like that instead of having this little piece go over, and it kind of just makes it look a little bit boring. So it's nice to have a little bit of something going on. Like, I don't think both of them out together look really promising, but when they're tucked in like that, I think they look really nice. Of course, you get the R2-D2 little antenna as well. This R2-D2 glides across the surface really well. Looks really awesome. He's got like little bits underneath his feet there to make him glide. I'm so sorry about this camera, by the way. It like keeps focusing and not focusing. So I'm so sorry about a bit of this review. So I'm going to swap between this lens and the other lens because, yeah, the autofocus on this is quite bad. I'm going to try and set it so it's auto lock. There you go. So it should, there he is, sticking on R2-D2. Look, I do think, right, going into this build, I had high hopes of it being, you know, worth £90. The overall set, I don't think is worth £90. Like, you're going to listen to me change my opinion in the next 5 minutes, but here's my first initial thought. At first, I didn't want this R2-D2. I'm not really too bothered about R2-D2. I've got quite a few minifigures like R2-D2s. In fact, I've got an army of R2-D2 minifigures. He's a cool character. He's in every single Star Wars, I'm pretty sure. And yes, he is well known, but for a Lego set, I'm just not too bothered. And when I did see it in person, I thought, one, the box art is absolutely stunning. I do think the build is quite cute. He is cool to have in the Lego room. It's kind of like a little, you know, friend down here. Like, you walk in, you can't, like, you don't really look at the Millennium Falcon and go, oh, you're right, Millennium Falcon. But you look at the R2-D2 and you're like, you're right, R2, and you expect him to, like, I don't know, back to you or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking nonsense here. But as I was building this, obviously this is my first buildable character. Building the Millennium Falcon, building the Ghost, building any UCS set or TIE Fighter, you don't get the same feeling as you do building this. And maybe it is because it's my first ever buildable character, but I got a sense of, like, I don't know, I was building a character. I was building the characteristics of these beloved characters that we have all grown up on in Star Wars, like, you know, building his little face, building his little arms that he uses in the movies, building all the details at the front and his little legs, you know, his little third leg that you can pop off, and just the fact that he can, like, rotate his head. I kind of had, like, a bit of a relationship with this build, instead of, you know, you're building an X-Wing because it looks cool, you're building a TIE Fighter because it looks cool. I'm building this R2-D2 and I'm, like, getting attached to it almost. It's such a weird feeling. It's not really a feeling, it's hard to describe it until you build either this R2-D2 or your very first buildable character. It's that sense of building, like, building the Millennium Falcon is building a really cool ship. Building a cute little R2-D2 unit that you've grown up watching, kind of, you have some sort of, like, not relationship to it. I don't know how to explain it, but once you build it, or you build a buildable character, please let me know down in the comments if you feel the same. I'm trying to tell you what I mean, but I can't actually voice it out. I don't know, but you'll know what I mean, guys. You'll know what I mean. The build itself is absolutely stunning. I was super surprised to open the box and find 12 bags. And no, they're not paper bags. They are still the plastic bags at the moment. But yeah, 12 bags is insane for a build this small. Like, I was expecting like 8, maybe 10 at a push, but every single bag, so like the front panel was a bag, the side panels were a bag, this bit of the leg was a bag, that bit of the leg was a bag, and so on. Like, each, I think they just used too many bags. Like, we all know the steps of a Lego set. Like, you build, I don't know, the engine or a leg or a wing, and it's kind of like in their separate bags. But to separate absolutely everything in this set, I think was a little bit over the top. Like, the body itself is 5 bags, the head is a bag, you know, and then you've got 2 separate here, 1 separate there, and it was really strange. I don't think they needed that many bags for such a little set. And when I say little, this thing is so sturdy, and you got the legs that, you know, kind of fall back and forth, so when it's sat down it can kind of articulate at some sort of rotation, just to give it that nice little clean look when he's on his 3 legs. And then if you take the third leg off, just literally pop it off like that, really nice and simple, then he can still stand like that. But I do think the third leg makes this set, like, especially if you're displaying it, like, this is quite nice, but, and if, you know, if you knock it over, it ain't going anywhere. It's kind of locked into place. But the third leg kind of gives it that little characteristic, like, you know, he's moving around. That, you know, that's how we kind of see R2-D2 with his little third leg. But I do like how they've given you the options to have a third leg, to have his little antenna that he uses on Dagobah, to have these little arms come in and out, and, you know, you can just simply tile it off with that piece here. It's nice that they've included this, and I think this is where my next stage of the review is. This morning when I woke up, I showed my 2.5-year-old, and he absolutely fell in love with it. Like, he was putting his little arms out, he was like moving it around, and I think that's what I'm trying to like get you to understand is, you know, when you're playing with a TIE fighter or an X-wing or any ship or vehicle, you don't have that, like, you don't have them feelings with, you know, a robotic ship, machine or anything. But when my little one come down and he was playing with it, it was like his little teddy, like a little, you know, that little friendship that you have building this, because it kind of, you can relate to it. It's so hard to tell you what I'm trying to explain. I'll probably explain it in the worst way possible, but please let me know down in the comments if you kind of understand what I'm talking about. It's like his cute little R2-D2 unit. Like, I can kind of look at it and know what it is. Like, this is a little robot, he's got a personality, he can speak, and, you know, so basically just seeing my little one play with it this morning, it was just, it cemented the feelings that I had when I was building this R2 unit. And just for that reason alone, like, sat watching the football last night, built this. It took me, I think, 2 hours to build it. I did build it quite quick. I was very excited to build it. Of course, with the Malak minifigure as well, which is absolutely incredible. The stunning box art. It's a set I wouldn't have bought, but I highly recommend buying it. After building it, I 100,000% recommend buying this set. I think it's absolutely stunning. I think it's so awesome. It's definitely a set to have in your collection. Maybe wait until it's on sale later down the line, but yeah, I mean, goddamn, look at this box art. This box art is just absolutely stunning. Really nice box art, really nice build, awesome minifigure, awesome display stand, another R2-D2 with printed back pieces. Yeah, I think for me, my first buildable character, I've got to rate it like a good 8.5 out of 10. And it's such a simple R2-D2 unit, but it really packs a lot of characteristics as you're building it. You can kind of have that sense of R2-D2, you know, like you're picturing little things that R2-D2 does in the movies while you're building it and stuff. And yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. It's annoying because it's going to make me want to buy the C-3PO that's coming out later in the year to go with this R2-D2. I can't have him on his own. I need C-3PO, his little companion. Yeah, what an awesome build. I highly recommend this set, guys. And please subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. I will be reviewing the Tantive hallway build next, and that little 5s trooper. I got a lot to talk about that. I'm going to review it, compare it to a fake one that I bought for £1. So yeah. Subscribe to the channel, like the video if you like R2-D2. Let me know down in the comments what you think of this. Also, let me know down in the comments if you understand what I'm trying to say about the connection with this character, like this character build. Yeah, I won't go into it too much. I'm not very good at explaining stuff, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching.